Matthew, bad hurricane, bad hurricane, no treat for you. You go back to the Atlantic where you belong and you stop harassing those poor people in the Caribbean and along the coastal shore of the U.S. Bad hurricane. Hi everyone! I hope you've had a great stitching week. I hope all of our friends in Florida and along the Atlantic coast have bunkered down or are ready to go for the hurricane as it comes by them. Bad hurricane, out to your room in the Atlantic. I've had a busy week, like usual. We closed up the play a week ago Saturday, and I really thought that I'd be able to put together a video for you a lot sooner than today. But since I'd been doing the play for 8 weeks, I had to come home and put the house in order and do a little bit of cleaning that hadn't happened. You know, a house gets a little iffy if you haven't vacuumed in 8 weeks. So we had to take care of that and just, you know, general tidying up and straightening out. And this room was a bit of a disaster, so I had to clean that room up, or this room up, before anything really good could happen. So I've got that taken care of, and here we are recording. Yay! Let's see, just a couple of thoughts before we really get into it. Hey Stitcherisa, Daniela, I saw that purse you bought at Kohl's. Really, really cute. Did it come in purple? Maybe? And, oh, Callie Bell, she did an unboxing style of some of her stash so that she could get right to work with it and use it. And I'm glad that my style, which isn't my style, I borrowed it from other unboxers. I'm glad that worked for you. If it's going to work for anybody else, I'm really glad. Kelly Bell actually mentioned me that she'd seen me with my usual Stashquisitions open it up when it comes in the mail right away sort of thing. Speaking of which, we're going to switch it up a little bit, so let's head over to that side of the room and watch the unboxing of a bunch of stash that I recorded last Saturday before I had to go to the show before we closed. Good morning, everyone. It is Saturday morning here, October 1st. It is the last day of Beauty and the Beast. And so I get to go up to Salt Lake, do a couple shows, put all the costumes away on racks so they can get washed and this and that and the other, and be done with the show. Yay! So next week I get to stay at home and stitch and craft and do my thing a whole heck of a lot. But anyway, this little portion of video is for all of the crazy that happened this past week. So we're just going to unbox all the, yeah, like I say, all the crazy, all the things that I bought. And so, as per usual, I've just sliced open the things, put a little post-it note over my address, and away we go. This is from Brenda, from Brenda's Minders and More. She ran a special, it ended last week. It ended a week ago Sunday. Let's see, where's the tape? Turn it around, open it up. Anyway, she ran a special where it was 4 minders for $10, which is a lovely, lovely deal. So, of course, I went crazy, and I selected about, I think I selected 8. Yep, 5, 3, 8. Anyway, so those arrived this week. In my first set of minders, as you can see, we have the cute little princess, a crown, a poinsettia, a Santa hat, and a little sea turtle down there. And then the second, the rest of my order on this card, we have the chili peppers, which remind me of New Mexico when I lived there for a year. We have the kitty cat and our Halloween ghost. So those are fantastic. I can't wait to put those up over on my my minder board, which is full. But I have plans because IKEA has an adorable magnetic board with a lace edging on it. And so next Saturday, I'm going to go up to IKEA and buy me a couple of those to hang on that wall. Alright, our next random thing is from 123 Stitch. It's small. I'm not really sure what this is. Let's open it up. Empty.
Okay. I've kind of decided what I want to do for my 1,000 viewer giveaway. Don't put anything in the comments yet, guys. I'm not quite ready. It's one of those things where it's like 5 years of planning and 5 minutes of execution. So anyway, I bought another little tiny Darcy's tension hoop. You can search. Is that going to be right side up? There we are. There. That's the brand name, so if you search 123 Stitch for Darcy ink, you'll find these cute little tension hoops that I use for everything. So I needed one of those for smalls. But what I bought was a bunch of, you guys will laugh, pansy purple threads from Classic Colorworks, as you can see. So those will be in the giveaway. You'll get a skein of that. And then the DMC has a set of things called Purple Pansy, Pansy Purple. I forget which way they do it. Anyway, so I bought some of those, so they'll get a skein of those with the name Pansy in the giveaway cardboard. We can throw that away. Invoice, we hang on to that. All right, what is up next? Another package from 123 Stitch. And it's a big flat one. Pull everything out, throw that away. Oh, I didn't show you that it's now empty. Moving on. Okay. I don't know why I do that. Aha! This is plum pudding from Glendon Place. I received all the other stuff last week except for the pattern, which means I can now start this. Woo! Gotta be careful because it shakes the table. Anyway, now that I'm done with the play, guys, I'm seriously considering doing like a week of starts. And so I really want to start this. Start this right away. So there is that. That goes there. Invoice goes here. And then this came in from Cross Stitch Corner, which is out of Germany. Kind of took a gamble on it. Pull this out. Nothing in the bag. Nothing up my sleeve. Okay, so invoice goes over here. I saw these on Amazon, these two RTO kits. So this one is Tell Me a Story, and this is Wonderful Walk or Let's Go on a Walk or something like that. Anyway, and I saw them on Amazon, and they were being offered for like $80 a kit. And I thought, that's, no, they can't possibly be $80 a kit. And so I went hunting for them, and I saw that Cross Stitch Corner out of Germany carries them. And they were 15 euro, 13 euro. It says they're 13 euro on my invoice. And so I ordered them both, and it'll be interesting to see what the conversion is when it comes in. So that's probably about $20, give or take. Anyway, so I'm so excited for those, you guys. Those are going to be for my nieces, their little playroom. And so those are both on my list for my, maybe I'm going to do a week of starts. Maybe I'm going to do a week of starts. So those are on the list. So that came in. And then one last package from 123 Stitch. And I will tell you up front, guys, that I just kind of went cuckoo crazy. Pull all that out. So let's start here. Open up the bag. I like how they package up some of the things in these little plastic bags. I saved them and use them for other things. We have a couple of weeks Dye Works flosses. These will be for the Lizzie Kate Boxer Gratitude. So that's what I am going to do, and that's going to be my next thing. Church Sunday Stitch. So let's see. I got Lizzie Kate's Bless Our Home, and the Celebrate 2015 Santa. And the little embellishment pack for those guys. And then I pick up Friendship 2. So friendship warms the heart, friendship, and I forget what the other one says. That glare in my window is absolutely fantastic. So I picked those up. And now here's where the crazy happened, you guys. I just hit buy on all the things. Well, almost all the things. So this is a Mirabilia. It's called White Christmas. I think she would be gorgeous on either a light blue or maybe, well, I'm just going to say a light blue because the other color is not coming to mind. Anyway, she's beautiful. And then I picked up the Fairy Seasons. So this is Winter Dream, Spring Fling, Summer Love, and Autumn Glow. I think most of them were on flash sale in my wish list, which is why they got purchased right off. And then the newest Pixie release is Snapdragon. She's one of two. The other one is Ireland Bells. But I just had to have her because look at that purple. How beautiful is that? She's just gorgeous. So I think I want to put her down here in my pile of week of starts. Just because. And then I got the two, let's see if I can get these so they actually kind of show up. There you go. The two beads that are called for with Miss Snapdragon. So that, cardboard in the trash, is everything that I purchased for, well, mostly for me. Hello, kitty cat. You gonna sniff all the things? Yep. Anyway, let's go back to that side of the room. See you later.
Such cool stuff, right? Right? I'm so excited that plum pudding arrived, and I really was thinking about starting it. I haven't quite yet because cleaning the house, but it's right up there. It's tucked away in a project bag and it is ready to go, and I really want to start it. Let's see, what do we got? Oh, I had another thing arrive in the mail today. So, or was it yesterday? Anyway, Stitchy Box arrived, so I recorded an unboxing of Stitchy Box the minute I walked into the house after getting it out of the mailbox. So here is that video. Hi everybody! Guess what came in the mail today? Stitchy Box! Yay! Right, let's unbox this puppy. Hopefully before the dinner bell goes off because I'm cooking me some chicken enchiladas. Gonna have some dinner. Anyway, right? Y'all know I'm nuts. That's okay. So here we go. Pull everything out. Nothing left up my sleeve. Put that in the trash. Let's see, our theme is Wooded Path in Autumn, based off of the painting, and you can see the sort of the color blocks based off of it below. Alright, we have fantastic embellishments inside. I really love the way Liz packages up everything. I've been looking for some little bags and things of various sizes for use for something that I have planned. Let's see, there's two little things going on. Have we got it all? Yep. Alright, put this aside. This is Lady Dot Creates 3 yards of hand-dyed chenille. Can you see that all right? In the color of algae. That's a lovely green. I assume it's for finishing. I've never had any of this stuff before, but finishing, yeah, maybe you stitch it around the edge of an ornament. I don't know. Let's see, what else have we got? Ah, leaf charms in brass. There's 4 of those and a little acorn charm. Let's see if you can see those, if the camera will focus properly. Whoops, we've got them kind of layered on top of each other. Well, you can see the acorn really well. Let's try. Nope. Acorn and leaves. Well, hopefully those will show up. So we have some brass leaves charms. Those are really cool. Ooh.
Okay, so those are embellishments. What do we got here? Fabulous threads inside. Yeah, I bet you it tells the truth. Uh-oh, I'm making a mess. I'm making a mess. All right, let's pull these out. What have we got? What have we got? All right, Weeks Dye Works. We have blue jeans. Was that what I read? Yep. There's the camera. Blue jeans. This is a Valdani hand-dyed black and teal from the Heirloom collection. Wrong way. Look at the variegations in that, guys. Look at that. That's beautiful. 6-ply cotton floss. Love that. Love that. Our limited edition from the Gentle Art. Really pretty. I'll have to get online and see what the name of this one is. It kind of looks, it looks a lot similar to the Pale Harvest that came in the Countdown to Halloween box for those of us who got that. Here is a gorgeous silk from Ship's Manor. Yeah, you can see it right there in the color Lamplight. Beautiful. Look at that. That's gorgeous. That really is. What is this? Let's see. The Pure Palette Baroque Silk. 15 yards, dye lot, September 16th. It doesn't actually say what the color is. Make sure I'm getting it going the right way with my hand in front of my face. The camera just doesn't know what to do. There's that. And lastly, we have some Krennic Silk Mori, one of the milk paint colors in 4214. I don't know if they have actual names. There we go. Get it in front of the camera for you. Right like that. So those really are our fabulous flosses. The bag tells no lies. And then we have some awesome stitching fabric. Woohoo! So let's see. Try not to rip everything. No, it's too late. I'm just ended up ripping it again. Alright, here we go. What have we got here? This is 32 count linen and gold spinner from Silk Weavers. Well, I think holding it in half, maybe. Sorry guys, I'm just fumbling with it. I think if we keep it doubled over, it won't be so see-through, so you'll actually kind of get to see the colors. That's a beautiful, warm, neutral, lovely, lovely color. That would be good for so many things. Did I get a bigger piece? Wow, yeah. Love that. That's gorgeous. Ooh, what to do with it, what to do. So there is that. So that is my September, October stitchy box. Goodness, I had the hiccups there. Woo! Fun, fun, fun. I love Stitchy Box, you guys. If you get a chance, you should sign up. I think I get the one where you get one bigger piece of fabric in a lower count. And I forget if that's the details box or if that's the big picture box. It might be the big picture box. I'm not really sure. So that came today. Now, since I'm doing a few things, let's do a couple of more things. A big thank you to our very own McKenna. She found that little pansy while she was out and about in her travels and thought of me and picked it up and made it into a needle minder and made sure I saw it, and I was able to get it from her, so that's really exciting. And she does Sincere Stitches is her Amazon. She has a little Amazon store, and I looked at it the other day, and she has a few needle minders, a lot of the painted enameled brass, just some beautiful, beautiful things. So there is that. And then this also came today from Gecko Rouge. It's a needle minder. Here we go. I'll have to show it to you instead of talk to you about it.
I had put this on my wish list on Etsy like 100 years ago, and then I happened to notice that it was 50% off, so I went ahead and purchased that because the shipping across the pond made it really, really expensive when it was on just like a regular price. But 50% off made it not quite as painful, so I got that today in the mail. And so that is fabulous. So that is Stitchy Box unboxing, and I'll edit it into the next video, and you guys will have fun seeing all that good stuff. All right, bye. Fun, right? I really love Stitchy Box. I'm doing their Countdown to Halloween daily gift box. I won't show you the things here. I know that there are several other floss tubers who are recording their prizes anyway, who are recording the items they get every day, so you can go see them there. I know if you're on Stitch Mania, Garrett Coffee Stitcher, hi! He's posting every day what the day's prize is, so that's kind of fun to see, so I won't do that. Okay, we did this, we did that, we did the other. I have to mark it off on my little notes thing, or I will be lost. So, we already did Stashquisitions. Let's go with the progress report. Alright, let's start it off with a bang. I finally have a finished. Gotta get my cardboard out so you guys can see the thing. Alright, here we are. La la la. It is the Spooked Mystery Sampler. I have it all done. It's all done. Woot, woot, woot. So, you can see there. I altered the third panel a little bit. I decided that the door needed some glass in the top half, so I put a window in the door, and then I decided it needed to be purple. So I have a purple door. I didn't love the way that the tombstone was charted. So from one of the bonus charts, I saw that little pumpkin, so I just threw that in there. And many of you who have stitched it will notice that I left out one stitch of the Havana, the darker brown, along all the flatfish. That's the lighter brown of the diamond motifs. And I was just looking at it, and I think it looks just fine without it, and I'm quite content. And I think this is done. Put a fork in it, it is done. So I did swap out the Cadet, which was sort of a blue, for the purple, which is Purple Haze, another Weeks Dye Works. I stitched this on a 32 count linen from Under the Sea Fabrics. I think it was the fabric of the month. And I probably should have done it on a 28 count, since all my other Lizzie Kate Halloween pieces are on a 28 count. But there is my finished, and I am so pleased with it. Yay, 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 yay. So, I don't know. I think I'm going to have to line up another box so I can, other side of me, so I can pin it to another box over there and hang it up for the Halloween season. Or it can go sit in the box of shame, whatever. So, put that over here on the chair. Alright. Next up, I have been working quite a bit on my my conversion for Gypsy Mermaid. And if any of you are in Stitch Mania, you have seen that I am, you've seen that. You have seen that. I'm working in her hair. So let's get her out and onto the cardboard. So far, I've pretty much gone with the colors for her hair is charted. Right now I've got 4 browns in, and there is one more to go. It kind of comes in here, there's a highlight, and then in here and down and around, and just in various places. The problem is the last quote-unquote brown that's charted is really orange. And I can see where that color would work really, really well with how she was originally charted, since she was originally charted in a bunch of, in the yellows, the reds, the oranges, you know, and she's looking gorgeous. But I'm going with a little bit softer palette, you know, the light blues, the purples, and the coral pinks. And so I'm I'm debating. I don't know if I want to put in that orange that's called for, that's charted, which would be really, really simple, or what. I don't know. I'm thinking about it back and forth. I might get out my color card and open it up and have a look and lay out some colors next to it. I did pull and try the color that's the next lightest one next to this hazel, but it is way, way, way too light, and that didn't work quite how I wanted to. Another thing I'm trying to figure out is, you can see that I haven't stitched any of these little swirly bits in her arms. I'm not really sure what that is. Part of it is charted in some of the same colors for her hair, so I'm not sure if that's like a hair tendril that's sort of swept around and is wrapped around her arm, or if it's like jewelry, or exactly what that is. I don't really know. So if any of you have stitched it in the original colors and have at least got to her armbands, is it jewelry? Is it a tattoo? Is it her hair? I don't know what it is. I kind of need a little help, seeing as the picture that is on Gypsy Mermaid on the Mirabilia pattern isn't super detailed. You have to look at it from you have to look at it. What am I trying to say? The picture is not clear enough for me to determine exactly what that is, to decide how I want to treat whatever that is that's charted. So, I don't know. Here's something funny. All my other projects have slowly moved into really nice, really fancy project bags that I've been working on sewing. I'll show some of those here in a minute. But Gypsy Mermaid lives in an old 123stitch.com tote bag. They used to give these out in the early, not the mid 2000s, so like 2009, 2010. Sort of in that range, maybe 2008 or so. Anyway, if you went to 123 Stitch and had an order that was significant in size, they would put it together and put it in a 123 Stitch tote. And they don't do that anymore. I think I have, well, there's 2 totes, and I think I have 4 totes altogether. But anyway, that was a random aside. Let's see. Let's mark off. I've done Lizzie Kate. We've done the Gypsy Mermaid. Next, is this little Dimensions kit, Be a Light. Super cute. I like it. I'm not terribly picky, you guys, so I am just stitching it with the flosses that came with the kit, on the Ada that came with the kit, and it's you know, I put a couple stitches in it here and there. It is my main project that I take with me when I work in the ticket booth during the football games, or well, the 3 hours before the football game when we open up. And I don't sell tickets. I just sit in the corner and hope that nothing goes awry, because I'm emergency backup IT. And so if the printers have a problem, I fix that. If we can't connect to the internet, I fix that. I call the guys, the serious IT guys, if something really, really, really goes wrong. But anyway, I'm babbling. This is where we are. That's the middle jar. You can kind of see there in the space that's not stitched at all right here. There's kind of where the candle will go. This is cute and I like it. And the holes are nice and big, so I'm not struggling on the dark, dark fabric, which was really nice. And for now, it is living in my first jelly roll bag that I've had put together for quite a while. And it fits quite nice and easy. So I'm just going to put the things away as we go, so I don't have to worry about doing that later. So there is that project. Next up, my new Stitch It on Sunday project is Gratitude. An inspirational boxer by Lizzie Kate. I just finished a Lizzie Kate, and here I am starting another Lizzie Kate. I don't think I can go without having a Lizzie Kate going at any given moment. So I just worked on it a little bit this past Sunday. Not a lot. Maybe 2 hours, something like that. Well, the what was stitched, and so the turns and the big G and some of the fill-in is what I did in about 2 hours time. My two little minders are from Brenda's Minders and More. I love teeny tiny petite minders. So there's where we are on that project. It came with the boxers come with the fabric, so I'm stitching it on the linen that was provided, and then stitching with the called for fabrics. And this lives in, uh-oh, what fell off? Something has gotten away from me over there. Tuck this in here so it can stay with all of its flosses and things. Anyway, this lives in a project bag that my best friend made me for my birthday. And she kind of figured out how to make them and showed me how to do it, and I've just gone crazy. Alright, so, oh, I see what's happening. I have a metal table that I stack everything on over there, and this had slid off, and of course the needle minders with their magnets had attached to the metal table, so didn't want to let go. As you saw in the stash opening unboxing portion of the video, we have Wonderful Walk, which is this kit from RTO. If my sister was here, she'd tell me what those are in Russian, because she actually speaks Russian. She'd look at this and kind of laugh at me. But anyway, it was really cute, and I had one finish, and so there's 1, 2 new starts. Anyway, so I started on this last night after I'd finished cleaning up the craft room and getting everything tidied up. Maybe 2 hours worth of stuff, and here's the top of the dragon's nose and kind of the bottom of his ear and part of his neck and where his little hands will be. So that's what I got done yesterday evening after I cleaned. Not too bad at all. I think I'll work on this a little bit when I sit down at the computer and start editing all of the bits together. And she lives in my, let's zip this up so you guys can see it better. I finished up my Minions bag. Aren't they funny? They're just so cute, and I really like this because they were sort of more understated than loud. And the blue and yellow stripe, it's part of the line. And if you look really, really close, you can see me doing some drunken machine quilting just to keep everything together, because it's too hard for me to stitch straight even when I'm not drunk at all. So in this goes in here, and we'll add the picture so I know what I'm looking at. I plan on stitching this one and hopefully the other dragon one. Well, they're small, and it's just on the 14 count Aida. I actually got into my linen stash and looked at everything and laid out a bunch of the colors and tried to figure out what I wanted to do. And then I sort of thought about my sister-in-law, who's a sweetheart, but her colors that she's painted the walls do not match any of the colors or don't coordinate well with any of the colors that I have in my linen stash. So I thought it would probably be best to just stitch it on the white that it came with, and that way I can frame them up and give them to my nieces, who are just absolutely adorable. And so hopefully my nieces will grow to appreciate them, so like, you know, when they're 20, and hopefully one of them will be nostalgic and say, oh, I remember when Aunt Kay stitched this for me and I love it, and she'll just adopt it and carry it with her all throughout her life. This is our hope. We don't know if it's really going to happen or not. So, okay, I don't have any more stitching out, so I can check that off. We looked at Be a Light, we looked at Gratitude. That is 1 page of stuff complete. We looked at Let's Go on a Walk, the RTO kit. So let's see. I think it is time for me to go over my sewing projects, which I think shall be titled A Little Bit of Sewing Silliness. Alrighty, so the Bernina back here that you can see over my shoulder, it is about as old as I am. It's really in good shape and trucking along pretty good, but for some reason it won't zigzag. I can't get it to zigzag, nor can I get the bottom feed dogs to drop, which is another story. So my mom's mom, my beloved grandma, she loves to shop at like the Mesa School District's surplus sales. And so a couple of years ago, they were getting rid of a bunch of their Floss, and so she bought a bunch of the Floss, almost one for every single granddaughter that she had, because she believes that the granddaughters should have sewing machines. And so this Floss had been sitting in my mom's basement because Mom has 2 of the granddaughters, and I think she's given some of them to, anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyway, so this Floss was sitting in the basement for my sister or I, depending, because I really love that Bernina. Anyway, so I dug it out, and I have learned how to wind a bobbin, thread the thing, replace a needle, because the needle that came with it was really, really dull, and I was just doing some test stitching and it broke. It was that dull, guys. Anyway, and zigzag. So the Floss is my zigzag machine because I don't want to bother to learn how to do anything on it. I should take the Bernina in and have it looked at to see if it can be fixed so it'll zigzag again. I should take the Floss in and have it looked at and given a general check off, because I'm sure it was abused horribly in the home ec classes that it was being used in. So both machines really should go for a checkup, but I don't want to spend my money on sending them in for a checkup. I'd rather spend my money on stitching stuff. So anyway, the Floss does the zigzags, the Bernina does all the other stuff. That was a random aside. So, anyway, why that all started, my cat's over here and she made a noise and I was afraid she was going to give us a hairball. Stinking cat. Anyway, so I finished up some of my project bags because I just really needed to zigzag the inside of them. And so one of the ones that got finished up is my second jelly roll bag. The jelly rolls are long enough that if you stitch, how many did I put together? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I stitched 7 together and then pretty much folded it in half and cut it in half. And so one half made this project bag, the other half made the other project bag. I did some drunken in the ditch stitching that you can't really see, but that's okay. I finished this one up. Vana, my corners are never, ever, ever going to be pointy because, 1, I don't care about pointy corners, and 2, I kind of like the rounded corners. So there's that one that I finished up. And then I made a quilt several years ago out of this, this line of fabric. I don't know, anyway, these are Moda Charm Squares. And so I took, how many of these? A bunch. 3 on the back, 6 on the front, 3 on the back, 9 on the back, 6 on the front. That's 15. Anyway, 15 charm packs, sewed them together. On my quilt, I used this for the binding, and then if I open it up, you can see that the plum pudding has taken up residence in here, because I'm going to start it, you guys. And then this wonderful tree, I lined it with the trees. That was another part of my binding. Not my binding. It was the binding and the fat border. So the red was the thin border and the trees was the fat border. This stuff. Fat border on my quilt. Anyway, so I just used that with some of the scraps I had left over and made another project bag. And Plum Pudding is living in here for now because I am going to start her, yes indeed, right quick. So I showed on Stitch Mania that at the same quilt shop that I had found the Minions thing, I'd actually gone in looking for more Christmas fabric, and I didn't find Christmas fabric. But I did find these wonderful, fabulous neon acid trip pansies, which are way bright and way fun. And so I've put them together for a project bag, got the zipper in, got my contrast fabric in. Here's what I'm doing for the lining. I seriously forgot if I told you guys this last time or not. But anyway, here's the lining. It's all pinned up, ready to go. The only reason I haven't quilted this is because I don't want to do straight lines. I can do straight line quilting with the Bernina, but I need to be able to drop the bottom feed dog so I can do free motion, roundy sort of quilting, which I would really like to do on this one. So that one is a project bag in waiting with all the sewing silliness. And then while I was at my mom's house, when I was poking around looking for other fabric, my mom had a fat quarter of that crazy pansy fabric. So I have enough crazy pansy fabric to do another project bag. I can't believe my mom had this crazy fabric. So that's delightful. I've put together, then I ran out of batting. Luckily my mom has a whole closet, a whole bag of leftover bits of batting from when she's doing quilting. So I brought some home, and pretty soon I'll finish up my other Christmas themed, wow, brain function. My other project bag using the Christmas charm squares from the quilt that I made oh so many years ago. Because it's cute and I didn't want the charm squares to just sit in my fabric stash, which isn't huge, but anyway, it's in my fabric stash and languish. I did get the zipper sewn in, so as soon as I cut the batting for that one, we'll be on our way with that one. Oh, anyway, last video I talked about the non-chicken chicken bags. And you guys heard me say I wasn't enamored with the one that I had done because it was kind of big and I didn't like it. So I unpicked the edges, centered the zipper so it was kind of more here instead of being on one of the edges. I just lined it with the muslin. Really simple, really easy. I picked up a couple of these little D-rings and sewed a little tab here so you could, you know, hook it onto something or use a hook to do that. And I thought, oh, this is, you know, be pretty good for, like scissors or tweezers or a packet of needles or, you know, your spare needle minders, you know, all the little things that we always use. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm going to have to play around with this because I think you can see that's way too far out. It needs to be a little bit closer to where I run the seam. And not square corners, I don't care. So there's that. I have another one all ready to go, sewn up with the lining that I think I'll put together pretty quickly here, but I ran out of zippers, but I finally bought the new zipper for that one. And then my last project bag, sewing craziness, we have right here is I attacked some Halloween fabric. It was a 10-inch layer cake. And so we'll unfold that. That's kind of the back. Anyway, so that's here. I needed to buy a zipper to sew onto here and onto my matching top bit for the zipper. Get that all taken care of. I'll probably just line that with plain muslin since it's easy to see inside the bag with a light lining. So you can find all those little dark corners. So that one's ready to be made. Oh my goodness, I sewed, you guys. I sewed and sewed and sewed and sewed some more. And I sewed till my sewer was sore. Alright. So speaking of bags, one of the last days of the play in the last week, one of the actresses brought in a whole bunch of little makeup bags that you get from, let's do them this way, from Ipsy. So Ipsy is a little monthly subscription for makeup. I don't subscribe to it, but I know about it, and they send you a couple of products and a makeup bag. So she brought in a whole ton of makeup bags, just lots and lots of makeup bags. and told all the other actresses who were in the dressing room, hey, if you want one of these, you know, take them. Because she didn't want them or wasn't going to use them. And after the evening, everybody was gone, and I kind of looked at them and I thought, well, hey, I just sewed this little bag to hold scissors and things. These are about the same size, so I chose, you know, 3 of them. The galaxy print, the flowers of some sort or another, and then this is like world travel. There's travel icons from all over the world on there. And I thought, well, I'll just take those home and I can use those for scissors and tweezers and needle minders and a packet of needles, you know, to go with my project. And then as I was laying in bed like you do thinking about things, I remembered that I had these 2 cute little wristlets that came with a couple of purses that I've bought that I've never used. And I thought, oh, I can just use my little wristlets as well for scissors and needle minders and packets of needles and tweezers and whatever. So those have been drafted into duty, and that is going to be a lot of fun. So that is that for now. I recorded a little something earlier from that side of the room, so let's give a minute to hear what I had to say then. Hi everyone! I have finally got it together and I know what we want to do for my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. I can talk, English is hard. So, not too long ago, maybe 6-7 weeks, I don't know, not 6-7 weeks. I haven't been making videos that long. 2 or 3 weeks ago, something like that. Anyway, I hit 1,000 subscribers and you guys keep subscribing and you keep commenting and liking, and I love you and thank you for it. So I want to do a giveaway to thank you guys. I want to thank my subscribers, the people who click that little red button, who visit me whenever I put up a video. So in that or before that, we are going to do a giveaway. That's why you're watching this little segment, because you want to know about the giveaway. So the giveaway will run now until midnight of October 28th. So that gives you guys about 3 weeks for those of you who are behind on your videos to get caught up and to see this and comment below. I will ship internationally, so my Aussie friends sign up, my English friends sign up, my Germans, my Finns, my Russians sign up. It'll be fantastic. Please do be a subscriber, because I really want to be this to be a thank you to you. What else did I write down? If you're under 18, I need permission from your parent and or guardian. Hello, kitty cat. Are you going to dig in the plastic bag now? Yeah, you're in the way. Anyway, if you are under 18, I need permission from your parent and or guardian to give me your physical mailing address so I can send something to you. Employees of K's Cross Stitch or K's Random World, not eligible for the drawing. If you win one prize, like if you win the grand prize, you're not eligible for any of the additional prizes. If you've won something from me in the last 90 days, you're not eligible for any of this stuff. So, according to my notes, there will be 2 grand prize winners, 3 first place winners, 3 second place winners, and 2 third place winners. Unless I go crazy and make up another bag, but I don't have enough fabric really to make up another bag. So, that is neither here nor there. I think that is everything. So let's start out with what the prizes are going to be. So our grand prize winners are going to get a project bag sewn by me, and it will be pansy themed because me. I have 4 fabrics I'll be making the bags out of. You may not get to choose. It depends. No, you're not going to get to choose. I'm going to choose for you. That just makes it easier, and I am just waiting on addresses and not selections. So I have found this, it's not super pansy. It's a beautiful lilac fabric with some vines on, pansies on a vine. So there, one project bag will be made out of that. We have this beautiful buttery cream sort of colored fabric
with loose scattered pansies. One project bag will be made out of that. I have these densely packed pansies. So cute. I love these so much, you guys. I bought enough to make a bag for you and a bag for me. So this stuff, there will be a project bag out of that stuff. And then this stuff, I dug out of my mother's quilt stash. And I think there's enough of this stuff to have a bag made out of. The reason I dug this out of the quilt stuff is my mom made a quilt for me that is a mini trip around the world quilt, and this is on the back of it. So you're going to get a project bag out of fabric that I see every day and use every day on a different object. So, 4 project bags. Grand prize winner will get one of those. And then it'll kind of be split up between our first runner-ups, our first runner ABC, second runner-up is for second ABC. I made a spreadsheet. It makes sense to me. You might win something. There'll be 10 winners. You might get something. Anyway, neither here nor there. Then the next thing that I am going to sew, but not in this fabric, is you've seen these cute little Ort jars. Little cat, why are you on the fabric? No, get down. Get down, sweet pea. I'm going to pick you up and get you down because you do not need to be putting your fur all over that. Yeah, now be insulted. Go play with your treat toy. I put treats in there. I'm going to be making some little Ort bags like this. I haven't found a good pansy fabric. These are just, you know, remnants and stuff that I was able to find. I should hit Etsy and just go to town, but I know I can make these easy out of 10-inch layer cake squares by Moda. And the reason why I'm going that route is because I do not trust myself with a ruler and a rotary cutter. Things get a little weird. So I didn't think that I could effectively cut squares small enough to make those. So I found a layer cake that I really liked. It was Halloween. I was looking for Christmas, but I couldn't find a Christmas thing in the colors that I liked. So I have gone through and paired up all the fabrics in the Halloween sort of theme, pumpkins and cats and stuff like that. So am I making 5 of these, 6 of these, 5 of these? Anyway, I'm making a bunch of those. They'll be out of those fabrics. The little triangle zipper pouches. I think I showed you my non-chicken chicken bag that was way too big and I didn't like it the way it turned out. They're much cuter, much smaller. So I'm going to be sewing a handful of those little triangle bags to give away. And since I had a lot of the 10-inch squares left over, we're going with a lot of the 10-inch squares. Also in the Halloween theme, because that's what I have, so that's what I'm going to use. So there's this. So we'll be doing a bunch of those. Now, Brenda's Minders and More, she stumbled across a whole bunch of super cute pansy buttons. Put them on her website, or well, on the Facebook group to buy. I saw them, I said I want them all, I bought them all, and now I'm going to be giving them away to you guys. There's 3 colors, I'm just showing you the 3 colors that are available. Not everybody will get a minder because there's only 6 of them, and there's, you know, 10 winners, so those will be kind of randomly distributed amongst the prizes. Okay, so I found on Etsy, because Etsy has everything, Serena Smith Lampwork, and she made these absolutely beautiful, fantastic, gorgeous little pansy buttons, pansy beads, I guess I should say. And they're attached to a piece of tape, so now they're attached to my fingers. But anyway, so I am going to be making some scissor fobs. You can see that I've already started. We've got a couple different fobs, beads. Should be enough fobs. Some of them go up and down, some of them go left and right. It'll be a random assortment catch. Oops, dropped it.
a random assortment of fobs that will go out in some of the packages. Next up, we found flosses that say pansy. So some of you will receive a skein of pansy purple from Classic Colorworks in some of your packages. And then DMC has the variegated colorway. Also, it's either purple pansy or pansy purple, who knows, I don't know. Anyway, they're cute, so I ordered a bunch of those, so you might get one of these in your package. And then I ordered a bunch of floss from Fabrics by LJ. He was doing a major floss sale on Sunday, and I might have gone a little crazy, so some of you might get a Floss by LJ. I might have to rename one of his because it's named after a flower, but it's named after the wrong flower. Anyway, so that'll be in the package. So it'll be a mix of all those things. I think the grand prize winner will get one of each, and then for the runner-ups, they'll get some of this and some of that, and it'll be a mix and match sort of thing. And I'll just choose randomly. You won't know what you're going to get. You don't get to choose what you get, because that makes it easy for me, and it's all about easy for me. So that's that. Okay, to enter, I want you to leave a comment. And I want you to leave your favorite, the name of your favorite plant, bush, flower, shrub, tree, you know, like that. So my favorite is obviously pansies. You may be a big fan of roses or blue spruces, whatever it is. Enter it in the comments. Now, since I really want this to be for my subscribers and not a lot of random people coming in who aren't subscribed, if you have anything that says enter me or giveaway in your comment, I'm deleting your comment. We wanted to keep it on the DL, people, so that, like I say, so my subscribers have a good chance to win. I want you guys to win. I want to be able to give, I can't give away 1,000 things. It's just too much, too much. So anyway, that's what we're going to do for the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. I noticed that the numbers are still climbing. It blows my mind, absolutely blows my mind. Do you guys want to watch this crazy kid do her crazy thing? Whatever. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. So remember, favorite plant in the comments below. Don't mention giveaway. Don't mention enter me. None of that stuff. None of that stuff. You could say other stuff, but I want your favorite plant in the comments below. Ship internationally, closes October 28th at midnight. We shut it off. I'll do the drawing through random.org on the 29th, which I think is a Saturday, which means I don't have to get up and do anything crazy busy, except like this Saturday, I'm going to IKEA. Get me a magnet board. Seriously, Kat. Seriously. You're going to stand on all those lovely, lovely fibers, and some of these ladies are allergic to you. Yeah, you don't care. Yeah, you don't care. We're going to get you your treats. Anyway, here. Princess Zoe says hi. She doesn't like to be held. She's going to try to escape here and claw me to bits. Alright. Those are the giveaway rules. Let's go back to this side of the room for either more sanity or more insanity. You never know. Fun, right? I've got a lot of sewing ahead of me, so hopefully I can get them all done before we hit the close date. Remember, keep it on the DL. Tell me your favorite plant. All right, let's take a moment and do... shout outs to our new floss tubers. I have 3 pages of stuff that I've written down, and I swear I had a whole nother page, and I can't find it. It's just gone. Just gone. As always, I will link their floss tube channels down below in the description, and hopefully anything else that I happen to think of as we go along. So, let's start. I saw Penguin's Lair. She is a beautiful woman. I believe she said she lives in Taiwan or close to there. She's definitely there on the east coast of Asia sort of area. not China, not Japan. It might have been Taiwan. Now that I'm looking at my notes, all the information out the window. But anyway, she's working on a super cute little bunny in a field of daffodils. That was darling. So go check out Penguin's Lair. Anne B. I love her sense of humor. She really is a delight. And she titles a lot of her thing as Floss at a Loss. And she has 4 Dachshunds. Gotta love that. So that is Anne B. and Penguin's Lair. Checkity check. Turn the page. I ran across Chelsea _X_stitches. She gives us the Know Your Needle Worker tag and shows off her whips. And she's a welder. How cool is that? Right? Awesome! So, and she's very cute. Very, very cute. She's a young one. So go check out her channel. And then we have Amy Gunderson. And she comes to us brand new from the Year of Whips Challenge. And so, of course, she was showing off the whips that... She showed off the whips for the challenge in one video, and then she shows off whips that are not part of the challenge in another video. I think I got that right. My notes aren't clear. I should learn to make clear notes. That would go a long way to... Right? And she does do the Know Your Needle Worker tag for us. Oh, she's working on the epic Pokemon, and she's got a lot of it done, guys. A lot of it done. Let's see. Then I saw Lark Laughing, and she is another delightful lady. She gives us the Know Your Needle Worker tag as well. She shares her whips and plans for October. She loves Harry Potter, Star Wars, and is pretty much all things geek. That's page number 2. And page number 3 is Sin's Cross Stitch. She also comes to us from the Year of Whips Challenge. She's working on a beautiful, like a fairy who's holding maybe another fairy, or maybe it's a young girl holding a fairy. Anyway, it's a Dimensions kit. It was on dark fabric with pinks, and it was really, really beautiful. So go check her out. Stitching Natalia. She is also doing the Year of Whips Challenge. If I understood correctly, she's from Kiev, Ukraine. And one of my favorite pieces that she has planned is Winter Quakers by Rosewood Manor. Right, next up, Handmade Wombat. She shows us her active whips. She does some designing for herself, and it seemed like everything that she was working on currently, she plans on making a gift out of. So that was really quite impressive. And last of all is a beautiful lady whose channel name I am not going to try to pronounce. She's living in Chile. Noella is her name. She has 25 years of stitching under her belt. She does some beautiful, beautiful work with Hades, and her channel name, it made sense in Spanish. I should have rewound it and wrote it down phonetically, but I can't pronounce it. But I want to say, yay! It's Enolia. That's not it at all, or even close. And she'll giggle if she sees this. So go check them out, my friends. They were very, very lovely people and had some great projects and a lot of good stitching going on there. Okay. Turn that over, turn that over. Okay, I noticed that, here we are. I checked it off because I recorded it the other day. Anyway, so some of you have been asking for more information about the 3 Lizzie Kates that I have hanging up behind me. Yep, they're all Lizzie Kates, and so I took a moment earlier in the week, and I'll edit that in now where I talk a little bit about them. So here's that clip. Hi everyone! I've been receiving a few requests for some more information about the 3 Lizzie Kates that are hanging up on the wall here that's usually behind me when I sit and face that way. So I got them off the wall because I was just displaying them for fun and you know, pleasure to see them out of the box of shame again. So I thought I would just bring them down, show them to you, give you a little bit of information about them, and yeah, let's do this. So we'll go in order that I stitched them and not necessarily the order that the patterns were released. The first one is from Boo Club, and that is the one that starts off with Spooky Treats. And so this is a series of 6 patterns, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 patterns here in my hot little hands that were released. And then if you go on the Lizzie Kate website, she has the instructions of how to line everything up with the little borders and print it all up and make it into one long banner. And so that's what I did. So let me get my wonderful piece of cardboard out so that we don't have a lot of show through. And I think I'm just going to do these horizontally. So you'll have to use your imagination to see them upright. This one I stitched on, it's a dusty purple. It's a 28 count. I don't remember exactly, there's Halloween. I don't remember exactly what the name of it is, but it was my first real venture into going out of the called for fabric on anything. I think these are usually stitched on a neutral color, and I wasn't enamored with that. One little change, whoops, I let go. You can see here on the pattern it had this top border has an odd number, and so it had just one sticking out on the end, and I didn't like that. So I moved that one single color into the middle, so it's a lot less noticeable there. I believe it was charted for the border to be done in black and white or black and orange or something, I forget. But I changed that and went with the orange and yellow instead of what was called for. And then that inner border that's variegated, I believe is a Weeks Dye Works floss. I forget what it's called. Of course I didn't write anything down because that would be smart. And I did that for the orange-black one. Inner border. Looking at the pattern, I think it was probably charted for either an orange or a yellow. I'll have to actually read the pattern, because that would be smart, right? Da 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 da. So the outer border was, yep, charted for black and white, and the inner border was charted for yellow. And I had found and seen the multicolored floss, and I really liked that. So that's why I decided to do that one that way. So that is the Boo Club hanging up, and I like the buttons. It was my first time sewing buttons on, and some of them are sewn on better than others. One of the buttons for the cat's eyes is really wonky because I didn't stitch that down very good. So let's see, that's the first one. Don't mind me while I tidy up the patterns here, so they'll be easy to put away in another minute or two. Okay, so the next one that was hanging up there is the first Halloween mystery sampler. I think that one was called Very Scary. Yep, Very Scary. Whoops, hang on. One of the charms is doing its own thing. And like the current mystery sampler, it was released in 3 parts. 1, 2, and 3. And I'll bring this up down here in 3, and you can see that there's not a bottom border charted, and that really bothered me when I got to it and was looking at it. I didn't like that at all. And so when I hold up my piece here in a minute, you'll be able to see what I did to fix that. Oh, that charm's gonna skew too. Okay, sorry about that. Get my fingers under everything. So here we go. Here is my Very Scary. I stitched this on, this is also stitched on a 28 count. I think it's a Picture This Plus fabric. I didn't write it down because that would have been smart. It seems like it might be storm clouds or thunderstorm or something like that. It's not haunted, but it was definitely a thunder or a storm or anyway, something like that. But anyway, you can see down here, get going the right way, where I took this satin stitch, the mountains or the sawtooths, and I bent this around the bottom. And then over here, I have to look, see what I'm doing. I shortened up the diamond border here. I pulled it up enough so I could fit 2 of the sawtooths down here to go around the corner. And then I took the acorn motif that was charted up here on this side, and I ran that along the bottom of the piece because that's what I felt it needed. I really felt that it needed a bottom border of some sort and not just to kind of end. I suppose the candy corns were probably meant to be more like a repeating bottom border, but they were inside the green border here. And like I said, I needed something on the outside. I really like doing this one. I don't think I switched up any of the colors or anything else other than just sort of recharting, adding that border to suit my purposes. So that is the mystery sampler, very scary. Hello, cat, what are you doing? I'll put that one over here out of the way. And then the last one I have to show you is Halloween rules. And I was looking for the patterns, and granted I didn't search very long or very hard because I was lazy. I didn't feel like doing it. So anyway, but it was a lot like the Boo Club where there were 6 patterns and you stitch them all together, and the pattern for the all together bits can be found on Lizzie Kate's website. And this one went to work about halfway finished, and so I finished it up at work. Yep, finished that guy up at work. Okay, so here is our Halloween rules, and this is also a 28 count linen. It's an opalescent linen. I think it's in wild berries. There used to be a dyer, Sassy's Fabbies. Some of you know of her. And she was going to take a sabbatical from dyeing, and it was supposed to be about a year or so. And it's turned into being, you know, much longer than that, and I really miss her because I really enjoyed it, and this is really a great fabric. Anyway, she designed this color and dyed it especially for this piece, and I loved it, so I bought it because you must buy all the things. I don't think I changed any of the patterns. I don't think I've swapped out any of the colors. I just pretty much stitched it as charted, except for the linen. So there is that. So those are my 3 Halloween pieces that I've had hanging up on the bookshelf just over here that you usually see behind me when I'm sitting at the table over there. So we'll give that a pause, and the light is good, and my dinner's in the oven, and so I'm going to eat some dinner and edit this and get it up online for you guys to see. So have a great afternoon. Bye! Alright, very good. So, like I say, now that I've got the spooked mystery sampler done, I need to add another box or something up on top so I can pin those to the box and have that displayed for the Halloween season before they all go back into the bin of shame. I just use binder clips. Those are open top boxes up there on top of my my organizer shelf. Some have fabric in them and 2 of them are empty. I just put the box together so that I could use binder clips. I live in a very, very dry climate, and so it's not likely that the binder clips will rust or harm the fabric while they're up there for just the short while they're up there. So don't worry about them. They're well taken care of. Okay, that was a lot of stuff, guys. I have no idea how long this is going to be once we get everything edited together. It could be like 3 hours. It's not going to be 3 hours. I've been talking for about 35 minutes, so it could be about 40, 45 minutes, something like that. It shouldn't be too bad. that's everything for this week. I hope next week to get into the regular routine of maybe doing like videos on Monday and maybe Thursday or Friday or Saturday or whenever I feel like that, getting back into showing off my finished projects and alternating that with the weeks of hey, this is what other crazy stuff I got in my stash, because I got a lot of stuff in my stash. So, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for commenting, and thank you for liking. I really appreciate all of you. Such a great community, and I'm glad to welcome in all of our newbies, and hugs to our veterans, and it's just, you know, a great, kind community, and I really do appreciate each and every one of you, and I try to get out and watch each and every one of your videos, and so I make a point of it. I hope all your stitching dreams come true. If you're in the way of the hurricane, I hope you are safe and warm and dry. Hugs and stitches, everybody. Bye.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me. Cocked your hand on the side and said I'm angry. 5 days since you laughed at me, saying get back together, come back and see me. 3 days since the living room. I realized it's all my fault, but couldn't tell you. Yesterday you've forgiven me, but it'll still be 2 days till I say I'm sorry.
Hold it now, I want to look wink. Does it make you stop think? You think you're looking at man? So when fish to the dish over more like a shower, I like to see because remember to the frying pan. Hot like wasabi when I bust rhymes. Speak like me and rhymes because I'm all about value. Burton Camper's got the mad hits. You got a mad twist. You try to hold me but a bust. You can be my uncle.